Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A look inside the house where several children were rescued from a fire this morning.
But first, disturbing allegations of a sexual assault at a Detroit elementary school. The little girl's family has come forward to say she was forced into a bathroom by a male student, told to remove her pants, and then touched inappropriately.
She says she felt threatened because the boy was holding scissors. Jason Colthorpe has spoken with the family and the school district. Let's start with the grade we're talking about here. It's unreal, Jason.
It really is. These kids are in kindergarten, guys. The boy actually used those scissors to cut up the girl's pants. The school district admits that part of it as well. The family is coming forward now because they are thoroughly unsatisfied with the investigation and the punishment for this boy.
I'm angry.
Sandra Cooley is trying to stay calm as she explains why her 5-year-old granddaughter is afraid to go back to school. On Monday, October 14th, she was called to pick her up from Detroit's Brewer Elementary because her pants had been cut up. Her granddaughter told her a boy with some scissors coaxed her into the girls' bathroom.
When she went into the bathroom with him, he told her to take her pants off. He told her, let's do what grown-ups do.
But she said she didn't know what that meant.
And he responded, we'll do what you know how to do. He started cutting her pants up, and then he started touching her down there, is what she told me.
They reported it to the principal, and later she was told the boy admitted to it and then was suspended 2 days. Her family says they brought her back to school this past Monday under the assurances she'd be in a different classroom now than that boy. However, they say once she saw him and he looked at her and smiled, she became traumatized and they had to come get her, and she hasn't been back since.
I always felt that the safest place for your child should be at home and at school. And if she's not safe at school, she's trying to figure out where is she safe at.
Unsatisfied with the district's investigation, Sandra and her husband have since filed a report with the district police department.
Something needs to be addressed, and something needs to be addressed soon, because not only my grandchild is a victim, it could be another child today or tomorrow.
Now, the school district acknowledged the incident and says once it was reported, it was fully investigated. In a statement, the district says Brewer Elementary administrators met with the male student's parents. Then they issued, quote, disciplinary actions, that short suspension, as we mentioned, that included counseling support for the boy. And the boy will be placed in a different class. But shocking to say the least here, guys.
There's so many different problems with it all. They plan to change schools now then?
Because she saw him, they say this isn't enough, and they think it's unfair. The sad part about that part of it is she lives right down the street from the school. Her grandparents are limited with transportation, and this was very convenient. And now to go to another school, they just feel it's very unfair. Why should she have to move in?
The victim is victimized again.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Thank you, Jason. Well, when fire broke out this morning at a house on Pembroke on Detroit's west side, many feared it would end in tragedy as several children and a firefighter were rushed to the hospital. But tonight, it appears everyone injured is likely to survive. Sean Lay has been covering the story all day long for us. And Sean, you're now giving us a look inside the home where those little ones were overcome by smoke.
You're talking about 5 little ones, so young, here in a very small room with a mattress and a space heater. Investigators telling me tonight they think one of the kids may have put a plastic hanger in that space heater, sparking this fire that could have been a tragedy.
It's a mattress and carpet burn, really, because it didn't even touch the wood.
Trayvon Robinson is showing the burned mattress and the room where he found 5 kids unconscious, overcome by toxic smoke this morning. A near deadly, smoldering fire just feet away from him. But there was no screaming coming from that room, no cries for help.
I decided to get out of bed. When I got out of bed, I noticed all the smoke. It's like, where's all the smoke coming from? I checked the kitchen to make sure it wasn't a stove. It wasn't a stove, and then I just opened up the kids' door and I seen the smoke and the fire. I grabbed all the kids out, grabbed a trash can, filled the trash can up with water, and put the fire out.
Robinson rushed to get the kids out of the house. Rescue crews say when they got there, the kids were in bad shape. 3 not breathing. In all, a 4-month-old girl, 2 2-year-old girls, a 3-year-old boy, and a 4-year-old girl were rescued from the home. They were rushed to the hospital and have been upgraded to stable condition tonight. Robinson says he did what any parent would do.
No, that's not heroic. That's being a parent. That's what I was supposed to do. I'll die for any one of my kids.
We're live here tonight at Children's Hospital. All 5 children in the hospital behind me were told by the fire department they're in stable condition, Karen. That is vastly improved from their condition very early this morning when the fire broke out. Back to you.
And John, I do know that there was some confusion earlier when Detroit Fire said that the kids were home alone, and Mr. Robinson wanted to address that.
He certainly did. And keep in mind, it was a chaotic situation out there, and the fire department was getting us information as they were learning of it. And they did say at first that they believed the kids were left home alone. Then they got to the different hospitals and talked to the different adults involved and realized that wasn't the case. So they clarified that. And then you're right. The father wanted to make it very clear that he and his wife were home at the time. They put the fire out and got the kids out.
And obviously, important clarification on behalf of Mr. Robinson and his wife. All right, thank you, Sean.
The verdict on the UAW General Motors strike is drawing near. Some locals have rejected the tentative agreement. Others across the state have given it a thumbs up. Business editor Rob Maloney tonight shows us how the area rank and file are looking at the deal so far.
So now it's Metro Detroit's turn to weigh in on the UAW GM contract 39 days into this strike. UAW Local 22 here out on Michigan Avenue represents Detroit-Hamtramck. They had their informational meeting and vote today, and there are 2 others in Metro Detroit as well. The UAW Local 22 rank and file jammed the parking lot and also the meeting hall, so much so that member Gregory Frost passed on attending the informational session.
So many people in there, no room for sitting or anything, so I read the thing online, so I know the highlights and everything, so I thought it was pretty good myself.
Others, like Richard Wilson, weren't so certain ending the strike now is a good idea.
One thing it is, I feel that it should have been longer, but it's up to our leaders to make that decision, but I feel that it should have been longer.
Valentina Watts told us the whole battle left her feeling empty. Are you happy with the contract?
Yes and no. Yes and no about going back to work. I'm not sure. Sometimes I just feel like maybe we went out there for nothing.
And of course, that range of emotions showed up elsewhere at UAW Local 163 in Romulus, where members are working in the powertrain plant. They have 1,277 votes there. There's one last UAW Local 174 out of Ypsilanti. They'll have their meetings and vote tomorrow. And then the UAW itself will report how this contract did after 4 p.m. In Detroit, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Less than 24 hours from now, there are more than 700 members of UAW Local 22. Many told us since there is an electric pickup truck slated to go into that plant, the tentative agreement should have no problem passing there. We'll be watching closely.
We do have a Local 4 update to a deadly crash yesterday. Prosecutors are charging the man they say is responsible. Police say a Clinton Township woman was killed when the driver of the pickup slammed into other cars, slowing down for traffic. Tonight, 22-year-old Gage Darga of Newport is charged with OWI causing death. He's accused of driving drunk and setting off that chain reaction crash yesterday on 94 near Little Mac. Prosecutors say this is Darga's second drunk driving offense. A local woman started the nonprofit Adopt a Child Size more than 3 decades ago because she saw that there were children who really needed clothes.
Well, now she is stopping the work she's been doing. Everett Cassimy has her story.
Adopt a Child Size is the brainchild of Teresa Moore. For the past 34 years, this room was full of clothes that would go to children in need. But as you can see, it's nearly empty as the nonprofit is forced to shut down. The reason why is truly heartbreaking.
I hope it's not goodbye, and I hope that we will stay in touch.
86-year-old Teresa Moore couldn't help but cry at the thought of having to shut down her nonprofit, Adopt a Child Size. For more than 3 decades, she's collected clothes, all thanks to help from donors, to give to 17,000 children in our area in need.
My health has declined, and I can't, and I cannot have surgery.
Bring those 2. Is that 2?
Today is the final day for the nonprofit as agencies are coming to pick up the last bags of clothes and toys.
For which site?
Westwood.
Oh, okay. Then you're down there.
And say their final goodbyes to a woman who's helped so many others.
Take care.
You
Thank
too.
you all these years.
Breathing problems and a heart condition has forced her to step down.
Grateful. Sad that I can't continue.
Teresa's many volunteers help keep the organization running, but can't without her handling the everyday responsibilities. She wanted to take this moment to say thank you to everyone for helping her help others for so long.
Well, the Bible tells us for everything there is a season. And I think the season for this project under this group has ended.
In Belleville, Rod Cassidy, Local 4.
Well, Teresa tells us the doctors say she is not going to get better. They have not given her a life expectancy.
But the children won't go without clothes thanks to the number of donors in her community who plan to continue to give to other local agencies.
Been quite a commitment, hasn't it? Well, let's check in on the national stories that we're going to see coming up here at 6:30 tonight on NBC Nightly News.
Lester Holt joins us live from New York City with a preview. Hi, Lester.
Hey, Devin and Karen, tonight we'll tell you about the surprise call for the government to forgive student loans. The surprise part of it being who's making that call tonight. Plus, a closer look at a fast-growing social media app and why some warn it could be a national security threat.
And now, is this an app that most people know about?
It's popular mostly right now among Generation Z. It's called TikTok. It's a video sharing platform and made by a Chinese-based company, but government officials are warning there is some risk in using it. We're going to tell you about that when we see you tonight.
It's really exploded on the scene.
Yeah,
all right, Lester, we'll see you about 20 minutes from now. Thanks. Ahead for us here at 6, thieves striking hard in the parking lot of a local health club, doing major damage to cars, taking personal property too.
Plus, Ben is here. Hey, Ben.
Karen and Devin, no wind tonight, or at least very light wind, so that's a huge improvement. Temperatures down into the 40s. The weekend is a bit different. We'll look at some big weather speed bumps ahead coming up.
And you've heard the health warnings about vaping. Now there's new research on just how damaging it can be to a person's lungs.
And as we go to break, a live look at our town hall that just got underway. It is called Education Now Detroit.
Kimberly Gill is co-hosting along with NBC News correspondent Ramina Ellis, tackling issues like school absenteeism. You can watch it live on clickondetroit.com from now until 8 o'clock and right here on Local 4 starting at 7.